Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Dean Merlin Magaliona, mga alumni ng UP College of Law, si Attorney Salvador, ano nga bang surname ni Salvador? Panelo. Ayan, si Buddy. I also see sa audience some of my contemporaries at the Interim Batasang Pambansa, Secretary Tony Roman, who used to be Congressman of Bataan. I also see some friends sa media, sa GMA 7 before we were together sa ANC, si Pia Arcangel. Sino pa? Parang may nalimutan yata ako. So, mga friends, members of the faculty who are here, maybe I should introduce them one by one. The Associate Dean of the UP College of Law, Associate Dean Chit Hardelesa. The Secretary of the UP College of Law, Professor Gigi Reyes. Si Professor Eduardo Labitag. Professor na po namin siya. Lahat kaming nandito, professor namin sila. Si Professor Binguanson. Professor J. Batumbakal. Siguro, meron ba? Introduce ko na si Dean Merlin Magaliona kanina. May lumapit po sa akin kanina kung ano raw ba ang batch ko. Kung kabatch ko daw ba si Senator Angara o si Senator Kimbo. Wala po nagtanong kung kabatch ko si Attorney Roan Libarios. So, ewan ko kung nagsisip-sip lang sa akin yung nagtanong. Ano? Now, when I saw the program this morning, nakita ko po yung mga nasa listahan. Congressman Angara and Congressman Kimbo. They were my students here at the UP College of Law. Ngayon, makikita na ninyo kung anong aking edad. Sabi ko, mukhang marireverse ang roles ng mga tao ngayon. Mukhang kami na ang le-lecturan ng aming mga dating mga estudyante. Ganon din po yung ating main lecturer, si Professor Hilbay, estudyante ko na rin po siya. Kaya siguro sasabihin nyo, mas matanda na ako kay Attorney Roan Libarios. We are here for a forum of the most significant political and legal controversy in years. I'm referring to the impeachment of Chief Justice Renato Corona. No matter which side of this conflict you stand on, this impeachment is a storm, Sendong's political twin, if you will, that threatens to tear down, sweep away the credibility of our country's major political institutions. It is energetic and dramatic, and the public is just as fascinated by the element of drama in tragedy and destruction. And yet, despite what may qualify as a national disaster, there is the grisly but necessary duty to study the wreckage, recover the salvageable, and recreate the underlying mechanisms of the event to understand what happened and forestall its recurrence. Impeachment, as lawyers would remember from the tempest of their freshman years, is sui generis, one of a kind, extraordinary. For students of law, its boundaries can be fluid and its terms largely undefined. The execution of this process, no matter how painful and divisive it may be, is cathartic, a step towards more certainty and stability in evolving our democratic institutions and traditions. Whether you view this impeachment as a triumph or tragedy, whether crisis or opportunity, it is our duty in the UP College of Law to sift through the layers of perception, opinion, and self-interest to arrive at useful insights. At the very least, it will yield a host of interesting questions which will occupy our scholars for years to come. During the opening of the program, Professor Bing Gonzon, the Master of Ceremonies, mentioned that it will be the first time that I will speak on impeachment. Medyo kinabahan ako kasi opening remarks lang po ako. Now, what are these questions on our minds? Nandito ngayon yung ating mga congressman. Ano ba talaga ang i-file sa Kongreso? Was it a verified complaint? Or was it a resolution of impeachment? Alam po nyo doon sa Constitution, dalawang klase yung nandun eh. How impeachment may be initiated. Verified complaint or resolution of impeachment. Yung bang resolution of impeachment ay kailangang i-verify? Siguro, pakinggan natin yung ating mga magsasalita ngayong hapon. May nagtanong sa akin, somebody asked me in the radio program where I host every night, Attorney, in an impeachment proceeding, what quantum of proof is necessary to convict the impeachable officer? Is it proof beyond reasonable doubt or preponderance of evidence? Nung pong sinabi sa akin, ibinato sa akin yung tanong na yon, parang umaalingaw sa tenga ko yung sinasabi ng teacher ko, si Dean Merlin Magallona. Don't look at impeachment as a judicial process. Don't judicialize impeachment. Yun ang sinasabi ni Dean Magallona. Parang sinasabi niya, ay iba yata yung, hindi yata mag-a-apply yung quantum of proof sa impeachment process. Parang yun ang sinasabi sa amin. Maybe the speakers this afternoon will enlighten us. Ano ba yung quantum of proof na yan? May nagtanong din sa akin, suppose the Chief Justice is convicted in the impeachment trial. Okay. Has the Chief Justice recourse to the Supreme Court? Pwede bang sabihin ni Chief Justice na he was denied, the senators acted arbitrarily? Kasi meron yatang nakalagay ngayon sa ating saligang batas that the acts of any government agency, presumably Congress is included, kapag ka-arbitrary ay subject to review by the courts. Pwede bang sabihin ni Chief Justice Corona in case of a conviction that the senators acted arbitrarily and therefore ask the Supreme Court for a remedy? Meron akong nabasang article, an interview with Senator, I think, Trillanes. Ang sabi daw ni Trillanes, doon sa nabasa ko, anong quantum of proof ang pinag-uusapan ninyo? We will vote on the basis not only of the evidence that will be presented, but on the basis of our conscience and what we believe is right for the people. Okay, ito ba talaga ang ganito ba talaga boboto ang mga senador in the case of an impeachment proceeding? Marami pa po akong gustong itanong, pero sapagkat alam ko, I'm sure, you are eager to hear from our guests this afternoon, hindi ko na po itatanong. I'm sure that this forum, like the impeachment trial itself, is bound to produce heat and light, both of which we can use to learn the lesson and move forward. However this process plays out, may the Filipino people learn and profit from it, and may we be the true winners in this fight. Thank you very much, and welcome to the UP College of Law.